recognizes Dr. Sirisha Naidu, Associate Professor of Economics, Grievance Officer and Executive Committee Member of AAUP, Wright State University. Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would have addressed you as respected members of the board and President Schrader. However, respect has to be earned, and you as decision makers have not yet earned my respect. We faculty, as members of the Wright State community, are here yet again to express grave concerns about your decisions. We've been attending every Board of Trustee meeting since the disclosure of financial mismanagement by the university's central administration under the oversight of the Board of Trustees, some of whom continue in the current board. The university's central administration has accused the faculty of creating hysteria on campus. So let me highlight some of what has occurred in the past couple of years. Under the able leadership of the Board of Trustees and Central Administration, we lost over $100 million in reserves. Lost. Funny word, isn't it? Seems to suggest it was an accident. Despite this loss, in 2017, the Board of Trustees sanctioned that President Hopkins be paid $200,000 plus deferred compensation and other benefits. But the current administration and board are not blameless either. It hired a private law firm, Baker Hostetler, to negotiate with the faculty union AAUP. As of July 2018, the law firm has charged $250,000 for failed negotiations, even as academic departments are being forced to count pennies. Every previous contract was successfully negotiated by the university and university administration and AAUP with no extra cost to the administration. You, the current board, have continued to subsidize Double Bowler, an affiliated real estate entity. 80% of Double Bowler's revenues is derived from Wright State. Wright State also shells out $250,000 for its CEO's salary. I must point out that Double Bowler purchased a property from Wright Pat Credit Union with Wright State funds 4 months after the CEO of Wright Pat Credit Union joined a board. We're currently sitting in that building. This compounded by bad press reports on financial mismanagement, the presidential debate debacle, ethically suspect dealings with lobbyists, and more recently, the mismanagement of your attorneys briefed to the fact finder's report, the fact finder, which prompted the media to report that Wright State will not recover financially for another 20 years. And no, one NCAA game is not a silver bullet for enrollment as current numbers suggest. Bad decisions, however, are not restricted to personnel, management, media, and financial matters either. The board now appears to be engaged in direct attempts to undermine the academic mission of the university. On an August 17 Board of Trustee meeting, various board members dismissed the importance of humanities and the arts to this university. One board member even promoted associate degrees. Board members, please note, Wright State University is a 4-year degree granting public as one of our student members has already attested to. As the current leadership, you have not only failed to increase enrollments and control high costs associated with a top-heavy administration, but you have jeopardized the ability of this university to recruit and retain the very best professors in the country by attempting to negotiate on tenure. Your extreme proposals on tenure, healthcare, and job security are among the worst in the state and the country. It will prevent us from retaining and hiring good faculty for a very long time. We have already lost 90 faculty since spring 2016. This undermines the academic mission of this university. Not having sufficient faculty to teach classes and programs, not having sufficient department and college staff to keep programs running, not having sufficient custodial staff and ground workers to maintain safety and cleanliness undermines the ability of our students to graduate and faculty to do their jobs. Last spring, President Schrader used the analogy of pruning a garden to justify the cuts she had made to staff. While the previous board may have let the garden overgrow and to use a phrase Mr. Feckle used last semester, it fell asleep at the wheel, I urge you not to overcompensate. Too much pruning, as some of you know, severely distresses the tree beyond recovery. You have at various times suggested that everyone except faculty have rolled up their sleeves. But staff did not voluntarily agree to reduce their severance or to relinquish bumping rights when they have been subjected to culling. Nor did they agree to this inequitable healthcare cost. You have imposed the worst healthcare plan at all public universities in Ohio, despite our having very comparable healthcare costs. But it's not bad for everyone. Under this plan, highly paid administrators, even those making $250,000 and greater, are paying the same premiums as those making $75,000. You now want to impose this terrible, inequitable healthcare policy on faculty. You and your predecessors, who are responsible for our current situation, have characterized our legal right to bargain over working conditions as if it is somewhat selfish and unfair. Yet every concession thus far has been made by our union, the faculty union AAUP. On a number of unresolved articles, your proposals reflect your desire to dictate to us rather than to bargain in good faith. It's called bargaining, not dictating.
Dr. Naidu?
You also rebuff our union's recent attempts to offer substantial concessions to break the impasse. Board members, President Schrader, I hope you realize that Wright State works because we, the faculty and staff, work. And you can be assured that we will roll up our sleeves to preserve tenure, the right to bargain, the academic mission, and the long-term viability of this university, because we are fighting for right. Yes.